85.
85.
Welcome back to the 85 South Show. It is your man, Karlous Miller. I'm in the studio today, and I have a real treat for you guys. I had to call everybody that I know, and then call my auntie, sister, the girl she used to work with, who called her brother, who had to call this nigga manager and got voicemail. In the studio today with my man, Donnell Rawlings. And you already know it's going down on the 85 South Show. Donnell, I heard you recently changed your name. You are no longer Ashy Larry.
I'm the artist formerly known as Ashy Larry, and I have a little bit of arrogance with that title. It's Ashford Lawrence now.
Ashford Lawrence.
Yeah, he has a different laugh too. Ashy Larry laugh ghetto like ha ha. Ashford Lawrence laughs like it's a new thing.
So you done upgraded the whole style.
I've upgraded, and the lotion that I use now, I used to use my favorite lotion was like Vaseline, but now I have imported lotion from France.
That's how I know you from the hood. You said your favorite lotion was Vaseline. Vaseline ain't lotion. Only black people use Vaseline as lotion.
Vaseline is the cure to everything. You run out of motor oil, Vaseline.
Vaseline.
You got some bolts or some nuts or something you need to loosen up.
Vaseline.
Vaseline is the key to everything. Vaseline. If you do a mixture of Vaseline and Crisco, you winning. Son.
Burn yourself in the kitchen. What you use?
If you put Crisco, Crisco, Vaseline, and butter. That's all you need.
Man, it's so good to see you, my nigga.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Damn, shit. Thank you for doing this.
It's all good. And I thank you for. They called me every 15 minutes.
Man, that's
Brothers
what.
don't play.
Hell no.
They did the confirm. They confirmed last night. Confirmed on camera.
My nigga was calling, leaving voicemails like he got a number from a chick. Hey, shit. Hey.
You know they nervous if you're gonna show up. Like, could you just give us a text when you're on your way out? Give us a text when you're on 85. Give us a text when you're outside the building. But I'm here. I told him my word was my bond, so I'm
That's
here.
what's
and
up,
I'm excited
man.
to be here.
Man, that's what's up, dog. Before we even get into this shit, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm in this business.
You in the bit? I mean, you been in this how far back? This how long I've been a fan, man. People might not. This is my Donnell Rawlings. This when you made me a fan. When you let Fat Tyrone ride your bike.
That's history, son. That was like maybe like 19 years ago.
Man, that's how long I've been down.
That's a true story too. The funny thing about it, when I first started off, I had like two jokes. I had this joke about working in Safeway where people used to come in and steal, and I used to catch them.
Yeah.
And I had Fat Tyrone. The first time I did the Fat Tyrone joke, it was only a premise. And I started off, I was like, you remember when you had your first bike and the last thing your mother said was don't let nobody ride your bike? That was the beginning of the joke.
Right.
And there was a comedian out of D.C. named Royale Watkins. He saw the potential of that joke, and he bought the joke, the premise from me. I was broke. He said, you want to sell it? I sold to him for $25, right? But I didn't tell him that I was going to try it again. So like a week later, I tried the joke again. It worked. And I called him. I said, here go your $25 back.
That's what it is.
And that was like one of my signature bits. That's the joke I did on Def Jam too.
Man, that joke is funny as hell because that's really the last instructions that you get before you take your bike out. Don't let nobody ride your bike.
And it wasn't that, I think I was scared he was going to whip my ass. I tried to act like I was being friendly, but I was like, it's either I'm going to give it to him
or he going to take it.
and I don't get an ass whipping, or he going to take it. I was like, here you go. I'll talk to you later. Son.
Have you seen Fat Tyrone since then, man?
Haven't seen him.
Shout out to Fat
Fat
Tyrone.
Tyrone probably be dead. You can't have a life of stealing bikes and live that long.
Man, you probably, he might be skinny as fuck now.
Nah, Fat Tyrone, if I see you out there, I'm smacking you in your face.
Man, hell yeah. So run us down the history, man. You've been our favorite comedian for the fucking longest, man. What was your first TV spot?
The first TV spot I did was Def Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy Jam.
And it was interesting because I did it. I was only doing comedy for 5 months.
Tell me your Def Comedy Jam story.
The story was the same guy was telling you about Royale Watkins.
Royale Watkins is a beast. To the people who don't know, Royale Watkins is one of the funniest niggas, best writers in the game.
Well, Royale Watkins, he was already signed with Rush Communication. That was Russell Simmons. That was his company like years ago. Yeah. And Royale gave me a card with the name Bob Sumner on it because I told him I wanted to do a show. How could I get you? He's supposed to be my boy. He said, you got to talk to my people. I'm like, nigga, I didn't even know you had people.
Right.
So one day I was like, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to see if I can get Bob Sumner on the line to talk to him. But I was like, it's not going to be a good idea if I go up there and act like I'm looking for, call and act like I'm looking for an audition. Right. So I called the office, and Christian, she answered the phone. I act like I already knew Bob. I was like, yo, this is Donnell. Where Bob at? Put Bob on the phone.
Right, right.
And she was a little nervous. She thought I was somebody, right? She said, okay, hold on. Cut to, next thing I hear was like, this is Bob Sumner. I was like, look, I tricked your secretary into getting you on the line. I'm a funny comic. I work with some of the people you represent. Can I come up there and get a shot on Def Jam or an audition? He was like, can you come Thursday? At the time, I already had a regular job, so I couldn't get off. I said, I'm not available. Then he said, well, let me know when you're serious. I was like, the following week I can go up. Went up there to Peppermint Lounge. If you know, the Peppermint Lounge was the place where you audition. Jersey. If you could work, the Peppermint Lounge was harder than the actual show. If you could work the Peppermint Lounge and rip it, there's a chance you get on Def Jam. So I went on stage. They give you a 7-minute set. I'm on stage for 5 minutes. Royale Watkins come to the side of the stage. He said, Bob loves it. You got the show. The minute he said that, I didn't take no more chances.
Got out of there.
The minute he said, you got the show, I was like, thank you, good night. I'm out of here. And that's how I got on Def Jam.
That's what it is, man.
But
That's
funny
what
thing,
it
the
is.
first experience, to be quite honest, I wasn't even supposed to be on that episode because when you do Def Jam, they record 4 comedians.
Right.
1 comedian gets cut.
All the time.
At the time, I was funny, but my set wasn't explosive. The person that was explosive on that show was Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson destroyed the show.
Word.
But what happened was Michael Blackson did 9 minutes. He ripped, people going crazy. And at the end of his set, he said, I'm African. And you know what that means? I have a big dick, right? And he said, anybody want to see my dick? They said, yeah. And he pulled out this big-ass prosthetic dick. Shit was about 2 feet long, right?
Damn.
He pulled it out, waved to the camera. The crowd went crazy, but there was no way the Def Jam could air. Like, the show was raw.
Right.
But to go up there and just see somebody pull out a fake dick. So basically,
Wow.
Michael Blackson pulling his dick out got me the show. on
Shout
Def
out to
Jam.
Michael Blackson.
So Michael Blackson, anytime you want to pull your dick out and give me another show, I'm ready for that, son. Pause, no homo.
All right, Donnell. So now we got to catch up on some comedy hype news, man. This is where we track the comedians down and see what comedians pop up in the news, man.
Right.
So we always got some news. Bill Bellamy is going to play an ex-NFL linebacker in an interracial relationship on the new Fox comedy show.
Sound like a true story.
That sounds
man.
like a true story.
The minute you go in the league, it's like your taste for white chicks go up like 100%, son.
Damn. Okay. No Small Talk comedy series premieres on Tidal April the 1st, man. They shot this in New York at the Comedy Cellar. Got new comedians, veteran comedians, hosted by Chris DiStefano, Greer Barnes. Tony Woods is on there. Tony Woods be every fucking where, man.
Tony Woods is like a legend in D.C. Anybody that ever went through the comedy scene in D.C., probably Tony Woods was their mentor. He pretty much started me when I first moved from D.C. to New York, and I had just been working the Chitlin circuit, like the black circuit.
Yeah.
And whenever I would go in front of an audience of all white folks, all I would kept saying was like, I'm black, I'm black. And Tony came to me one day, he said, yo, nobody care about what color you are, shorty. They care about if you're funny. So the minute he told me that, I always thought like they wouldn't laugh because they couldn't relate to like my background.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, funny wins. And
all the time.
That was some guidance that got me started doing mainstream, started doing crossover stuff, and it worked out for me.
Hell yeah. Tony Woods one of the funniest niggas I have ever seen in my
Bill
life.
Bellamy don't need to get no more jobs, man.
Man, Bill Bellamy been working
Forever.
since he was a little boy.
Bill Bellamy, he hosted this show called Ask America, right?
Yeah.
And it came down, I tested for that show. It came down to like 4 people. Bill was one of them, I was another one. And it was one of those gigs that was going to get you like $500,000 like in a month, right? So I had already counted the money, right? But what I didn't know is when you come and test for it, they was going to pull them teleprompters out on you, right?
Right.
Man, they pulled 4 teleprompters on me. I felt like I was Floyd Mayweather on that one.
You couldn't read them.
It wasn't that I couldn't read them. It was just too much. You had to read this one. You had to read that one. Then you had to interact right here. I got up there. I start off. Anytime you start off with like
It ain't happening.
They was like this. Okay, Donnell, nice to see you. But Bill got the job. But Bill is one of those people that a really good brother. Bill Bellamy. In fact, when I did Def Jam, Bill Bellamy gave me a good recommendation to Bob Sumner.
Hulk Hogan just got awarded $115 million for his sex tape.
That's taking sex tapes. I'm getting ready to hire somebody to record my sex tape to sell that joint.
Anytime I have sex, it's on tape from here on out. Shit.
I wonder if he did it. Did he fuck her like a wrestler though?
He was fucking his homeboy's wife.
Disrespectful, but you know they get to a certain level. They don't call it freaky. They call it eccentric.
It was being real freaky. I wouldn't let Hulk Hogan fuck my wife. Well, maybe for $115 million, brother. I don't know. I don't know. Shit, that's a lot of fucking money.
That is a lot of money. But you got to deal with that videotape's gonna be whatever. He got paid.
I mean, it's Hulk Hogan. He like 71 now. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but he still got the same mustache from like 30 years ago.
Well, actually, that's the funny part because the whole sex tape was just the mustache. Hulk Hogan wasn't really even in the sex tape. It was his mustache.
You know, you take it to the next level. You can make a chick have an orgasm with a mustache.
With a mustache.
Only people can do that is Hulk Hogan and Chef Boyardee. They got the elongated mustache.
The elongated mustache, man. That's crazy as hell, man. So you been in some shit lately.
I don't know what that means.
You know what that shit means,
I
Donnell.
have no
This is
idea.
real ass podcast, man. You been in some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about the incident that happened in Philadelphia, by the instructions of my lawyer, they told me to explain it as this. It wasn't a fight. It was a verbal confrontation.
A verbal confrontation.
Which ended in a light affray of punches.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you explain for the white people.
That's it.
And it was a verbal confrontation which ended in a light affray of punches because I thought I was in imminent danger.
Thank you.
You know what imminent danger is?
That means danger right now.
Right next to. I didn't know what imminent danger was. I had an incident in Jersey years ago. In Jersey years ago, when I got in an altercation, it was like a road rage situation. And
Who had the road rage? You or them?
It was a white dude. I was double parked. He was behind me, right? He started beeping his horn, and he started getting racist.
Yo!
And he said,
hey, buddy!
No, he said, get out of the way, nigger.
Oh.
Right? And somebody asked me.
Straight to nigga? He ain't give you no pre-warning?
I thought I was on an HBO documentary, right? And then I got out of the car. I said, what are you talking about? He caught me like the N-word like 15 times. I was like, one more of these, I'm going to set it off. Right?
So 16 niggas is your limit.
It was
17.
It was a two nigga limit. It was a two nigga limit, right?
Okay.
He went past that by about 15.
Damn.
So we got it popping on the street, right? And as a black person, it don't matter what situation you in, you think that you're gonna be guilty of something, right?
Right. So you might as well go all out.
So they had a videotape of it, but on the videotape they didn't have audio, right? So all you saw was me and him arguing, and the next thing you know, I set it off. So I talked to a lawyer. I was like, you think they're gonna try to, like charge me with assault or something? He was like, no, Donnell, all you got to do is say you felt you were in imminent danger. I didn't know what imminent danger was. I didn't know that you could fuck somebody up because you thought they was about to fuck you up.
Right.
And once
that's why they need to write the law like that,
right,
so niggas can understand. If somebody about to fuck you up, you can fuck them up.
But the thing about it was, I got addicted to imminent danger after that. Everywhere I went, I'd be at McDonald's. Let me get a large fry with ketchup. We don't have no ketchup. Bow! I thought I was in imminent danger. Hold on, man. Them French fries was gonna put me in imminent danger. So.
Right. Who the fuck can eat McDonald's fries with no ketchup?
Nobody.
That is child abuse.
That's when you feel imminent danger. Imminent danger, set it off. So.
Man, you one of the funniest niggas just naturally. Like, I follow you on Instagram, right? And I remember one day you were just riding around and you saw this black Cadillac. And you bought this black Cadillac and named it Charlie Murphy?
I did. I named it Darkness, Charlie Murphy. I was. And the reason I got that Cadillac years ago, my dad, he was in the game. He was out there. It's which I say he was he was into illegal pharmaceutical distribution.
Okay.
He sold heroin.
Exactly.
But he had a lot of cars, right? And I was.
Was he like a real heroin dealer? Or
yeah, he was big time.
Okay, cool.
And I respected that because nothing like in the black community, you get proud about different things. You know
Hell yeah. Your daddy a drug dealer?
No.
You was a son of a drug dealer.
Not just, he was a kingpin.
That's what I'm saying. So you had bikes and gold chains and all type of TVs and shit at the house.
He wasn't like he wasn't a street soldier. He was that dude.
Right.
I was just proud. I was like, yeah, he's selling drugs, but he's getting money. But he offered to give me this on my 16th birthday. He wanted to give me this Cadillac. He had it. He didn't want to use it.
Right.
Right. And my mom was like, I don't think that's a good idea because the neighborhood we look at, it just wouldn't look right. 16-year-old kid with this Cadillac. So I was in Virginia Beach. I was doing some shows on here, driving like you said, driving down the street, and I saw this Cadillac on the grass. It was like the same one that my dad was gonna get it. I pulled over. I didn't care how much it was gonna cost, but I decided I was gonna buy it. And me and Charlie Murphy, we got an ongoing war. It's all fun.
Yeah, it should be funny as hell, man.
But it's Charlie versus Donnell. But I said I'm gonna tribute this Cadillac. It's a black Eldorado, so I named the Cadillac Darkness. I'm gonna get personalized tags that say Darkness, and the name of the car is Charlie Murphy Darkness, and that's how I got the car.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up.
And you tried to buy it from you. Didn't even
as soon as you posted that shit, I was like, "What you want for it?" I want it.
I don't even drive.
Because I bought me a Cadillac too. I bought an '87 Fleetwood.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, that shit pretty.
This car's sweet, man. You could just back in the days, those were the type of cars where you could get it popping.
Right then.
That's before they had middle consoles.
Yeah. Like with the bench seat.
And you get a chick, and then they had the electric joint to go back, and you ain't even got to say nothing to a girl. Once you hit that little switch,
it's
they
over.
knew what time it is.
Shop open.
Your mouth is about to be in imminent danger. That's
right then.
What's about that mouth do? Your mouth is in imminent danger, bitch.
Give it to me.
85.
85.
85.